Hi, my name is Jennifer. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would reflect on my time on Booktube because in August this year I hit 3 years on Booktube, which is very exciting, and I've also recently hit 800 subscribers. So thank you so much if you subscribe, if you watch, comment, whatever. I'm so happy to have you here. So I thought I would take the opportunity to sort of think about what I've learned from my time on Booktube, and it's a perfect opportunity for me to do a tag that Jack from Spread Book Joy has recently created, which is the evolution of a Booktuber tag. So the tag sort of encourages you to think about yourself as a content creator in terms of, so there are 4 prompts, so we'll just run through them very quickly. So extinction are the things you used to do that you no longer do. Adaptation, what things have you done or as a result of being on your channel that you never thought you would do. Evolution, how has Booktube changed you? And a bonus prompt to impart your words of wisdom to fledgling Booktubers. So let's go back 3 years. So when I started my channel, I had only been aware of Booktube for about 9 months before starting it. I sort of stumbled across it and then started watching a few different Booktubers, and yeah, like I'm kind of sad I never discovered Booktube earlier because I love books. I love reading. I love listening to people talk about books and just getting recommendations, and it's my absolute favourite thing in the world, and books have always been like my favourite thing in the world. So when I discovered Booktube existed, it was a total revelation. Then I remember thinking, oh, it might be quite fun to do a channel because I can just talk about books with people. And I remember saying to my girlfriend, oh, I'd really like to do this, but like I have no idea how to do the technology stuff. And she said, oh, well, I'll sort that. You just like film the videos. So I was like, right, I'm doing it. And I didn't really sort of think too long about it. I just thought I'm just going to film some videos, put them up and just go for it rather than sort of like worrying too much about different things, just like get stuff out there and see how it goes. So I guess that's one of my recommendations for any fledgling booktubers. If you're interested, like don't overthink it, just give it a go, see what you think of it. If you don't like it, you can always just take the videos down, that's fine. But just go for it and just give it a go. So yeah, so that was when my channel was created. I remember like being thrilled when I got to like 20 subscribers, because just the thought that anyone's interested in hearing my ramblings about the books that I read is kind of crazy to me, but then I enjoy watching other people's ramblings, so I guess why not? And the fact that I've recently hit 800 subscribers is like amazing. So thank you so much. Honestly, I'm so appreciative of everyone that watches my videos. I really, really am. I love doing Booktube. I have like made real good friends through Booktube, through other Booktubers, and through not just other Booktubers but also people who comment on my videos. Like there's names that I recognise coming up, and it's just a wonderful thing. So let's go back to the prompts because I've sort of rambled off script a bit there. So extinction are the things you used to do on your channel that you no longer do. So I mean, not really. My bread and butter on my channel is talking about the books that I read, basically, and that's what's at the heart of my channel. It's quite it's a very basic concept, of course, just talking about the books that I read, but that is really at its heart what my channel is about. When I started the channel, I didn't want to be creating content for the sake of creating content. I wanted my reading to lead the channel rather than the channel to lead my reading. And not that there's anything wrong with doing it like the other way around at all. But just for me, I know what I'm like as a reader, and so like how I DNF all the time. Like I have to read what I want to read, and if I don't want to read it, I'm not going to read it. So if I'm trying to come up with some like video concept where I have to read certain types of books or certain things, Like it's just really not going to work for my reading style for the most part. So like just talking about the books that I read is the main thing I do on my channel. In terms of stuff that I don't do, I mean, the only thing potentially, I probably do less tags than I used to, but I feel like there's kind of less tags going around at the moment. It depends. I think tags, like this tag in particular, I think is really good because it encourages like reflection. It prompts hopefully what is an interesting discussion video, and I've enjoyed watching other people's iterations of this video as well. Some tags are more interesting than others, aren't they? And I think I do still do some tags, and I'm always happy when people tag me. But I guess one thing that is different is I don't feel pressure to do the tag if it's not something I want to do, or if I just don't have stuff to say for that tag. You know, I'll still thank the person for tagging me, but I might just not get to it if I've got nothing to say. It does tend to take me a while to get around to tags, even when I really want to do them as well. So that's just a me thing. So yeah, in terms of, I'm going slightly off topic here, but in terms of my channel, like the main content that I do is the reading wrap-ups, which I do vlog style. And I do that mainly because I have a terrible memory. So that is the biggest challenge about doing Booktube, the fact that I have a terrible memory, which in part, like the medication that I take does impact my memory, so that is part of what it is. You could ask me about what book I was reading last week and I might struggle to really tell you any firm details about it, to the point you might think I'm lying and I didn't even read it when I really did. I tend to remember how books make me feel rather than detail of the books. So in terms of reading wrap-ups, I did try doing it at the end of the month, which is probably how most booktubers do it. But if you ask me to talk about a book I read 4 weeks ago, then you've got no chance. It's just, I won't remember it. So the way I do it now is I tend to film throughout the month when I've read sort of 2 or 3 books, and I'll do updates and then smush them together for a vlog. That way, that works, because I do have a poor memory. I find that works much better for me. And then other content that I do book hauls probably every few months. I tend to save them up. And yeah, do them all at once. I don't buy a lot of books. I think I do buy more since being on Booktube, but that's not because of having a channel. That's just because being on Booktube and watching a lot of Booktube, I get a lot more recommendations than I did pre-Booktube or pre-me being aware of Booktube's existence. I still use my library all the time, and I will always use the library rather than buying a book if I can, just because of, well, financial reasons, but also space reasons. So yeah, I do book hauls, but I don't do them like all the time, every few months or so. I do the occasional tag video. There are videos that I like watching that I don't make myself, so I do like watching themed reading vlogs. I don't really do I don't do vlogs like out and about doing stuff, because I don't do anything interesting. I go to work, go to the gym, come home, repeat till the weekend when I read and sleep. So like that's not that interesting. But even themed reading vlogs, like when people read like a certain type of book for a week, as I say, because my reading and how I read, I am, I think, a mood reader. It doesn't really lend itself to that type of content unless I did it sort of over a longer period of time, and that's something I have sort of been toying with a little bit. Like I am planning on doing a 5-star prediction reading vlog before the end of the year with 4 books, potentially 5, from my TBR, from my physical TBR, which I think are the most likely to be 5-star contenders. But the way I think I'm going to do that is read those sort of spaced out over probably a month or 2, but film it as I go. I won't talk about them books in my other reading vlogs, you know, my monthly wrap-ups. So I'll just do it separately and then smush them together. I feel like that might work, so I'm going to try that, see how that goes, and then I might sort of do more stuff like that going forward if I'm interested in doing it. So yeah, let's go back to the prompts because I've gone on a total tangent then. So going back to adaptation then, what things have you done on your channel or as a result of being on Booktube that you never thought you would do? So I guess one thing I've done actually, which when I started my channel never occurred to me I would do, is live shows. So I've been on, I think, 2 live shows now with the Women's Prize Plod Along, which was created by Charlie from Charlie Book Reads, Gemma from Gemma Books, and Alice from Alice and the Giant Bookshelf. And I've been a guest twice on those plod alongs, which was like live shows, and it's the kind of thing that I probably never would have thought I would do, but I had so much fun doing it. Other things that I've done as a result of being on Booktube is like I've been to Booktuber meetup earlier in the year in London, which was so much fun to meet other booktubers and have a lovely day bookshopping. So honestly, Booktube has brought me in so many ways so much joy. I just absolutely love it. Let's see. Evolution, how has Booktube changed you and what do you aspire to do on your channel in future? So how has Booktube changed me? I think in terms of myself as a reader, I think because I do talk about the books I've read on my channel, it has encouraged me to be more reflective of my reading and just sort of think more about the books that I'm reading and what I'm getting from them and how I would recommend them to other people if I would or not. So I think having a channel has made me more reflective as a reader. In terms of other channel plans going forward, do I have any? Do I have any plans in life? I don't really have any particular channel plans other than just hopefully to continue what I'm doing. Hopefully, as long as there are people who are interested in my content, in what I'm doing, then that's a great thing. And I have so much fun doing this. Bonus prompt, impart your words of wisdom to the fledgling booktubers out there. So I think if you're interested in doing it, just do it. Just give it a go. And I think just like, it's a cliche, but be yourself, because if you try and sort of emulate other people, that's never really going to work. Just be yourself and put yourself out there and go for it, really. I mean, I'm probably not the best person to give you wisdom because I don't do fancy pants stuff. I don't even edit my own videos. My girlfriend still edits my videos, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you so much. But yeah, so yeah, here's to 3 years on Booktube. Hopefully more to come. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here and watching my videos. It honestly means so much to me that people are interested in what I have to say about the books that I read. I do hope that you get some decent recommendations from me. And yeah, just thank you for being here. So I'm not going to tag anyone in particular, I don't think, because I think a fair amount of people have done this, but if you haven't and you are a booktuber and you would like to do this tag, please consider yourself tagged because I think it's a really fun, interesting one to do. Thank you so much for watching and I'll speak to you again very soon. Bye.